Hate New York City. It's cold and it's damp, and all the people dressed like monkeys. Let's leave Chicago to the Eskimos. That town's a little bit too rugged for you and me, you bad girl.
Hello and welcome to the 4th annual Mrs. Funberries Vlodcast live from Edinburgh. And behind us is the iconic mountain range of Arthur's Seat.
It's not all Arthur's Seat.
What did you call it?
Salisbury Crags is that bit. Salisbury Crags.
Where's Arthur's Seat then?
It's behind the crags.
And,
they can't tell how big it is.
No, we'll get a shot. We'll put a shot under our narration of it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that what they're seeing right now?
Yes.
Hey, look at that.
No, we're back now.
What have we seen? What haven't we seen, Ryan? Day one we went to Edinburgh Castle.
Yeah, no, that was alright. It wasn't worth £15, but it was good.
There was that statue of the horse's vagina. Edit. Cut that in there.
So who's the leader of Scotland?
Be Elizabeth II.
The Queen.
The Queen, yeah.
But who's the Prime Minister?
The Prime Minister of... Who is the Prime Minister?
Does Scotland have a Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Who is
The
it?
Downing Street one.
Oh, Cameron.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron. Why are you asking me?
Because you know everything about Scotland.
I don't know anything about Scotland.
You've been going to every museum and history thing.
Yeah, I know history stuff.
So what have you seen history-wise that you really liked?
Holyrood Palace was good. Good stabbing there. Great historical stabbing.
Oh, okay. Thought you meant on the day.
Went to Mary Queen of Scots' bedroom at the castle, where she gave birth. So there's a bit of blood there as well. Oh. Presumably. Also went to where Mary Queen of Scots had her wedding night, so there might have been a bit of blood there too.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty red at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north. We were born to ride.
I took a week out of Edinburgh. I drove around Scotland. I visited the Matheson family village of Dornoch, where my ancestors come from. And wasn't that a hoot? It's where the last witch was burnt alive.
Oh yeah, I saw that photo. It was pretty good. We'll put it up now.
There's a sandpit next to where the witch was burnt alive. It's just in someone's backyard now. There's a commemorative stone and a sandpit. The sandpit was really good. It had a little truck in it.
So there's Arthur's Seat behind us. And I actually climbed Arthur's Seat, and then I walked up that hill.
From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time.
So we both did shows in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Separate shows. I'm not working with this fuckwit again.
So what was the best part of doing a show in the Edinburgh Fringe?
Just how funny I was. I was so funny.
What was the worst part?
When people didn't realise I was funny. The worst night I had was the first night. There were 3 women in the audience. They were Scottish. It was a mother and 2 daughters. And the mother heckled throughout the entire performance, a third of the audience. And eventually she got up and said, "This is shit, I'm going to get a drink," and walked out.
That same day after his horrible show, Shane came to our venue in the room next door, and he, well, tell them.
I was touching what I thought was a sprinkler in the roof, but it was actually a live wire where a light had been snapped off, and the spark just went whoosh, zapped my hand and almost killed me. Made my hand dead for about half an hour, and yeah, if I'd have earthed That was pretty much going to be the end of me.
And it was the worst moment of my life because I realised if Shane Matheson dies, who's going to go halves with me in MrsFunberries.com? It's a $50 annual fee per person.
Fuck.
I don't have that kind of money every year.
Who gets that money?
Website. I did a show with the Cloud Girls, Jen Carnivale, Madeline Culp, very talented and funny people. It went quite well. I did get heckled at one point, as Shane did. An old lady said, "Don't give up your day job." And
Then you got her up on stage and got her to touch the fire extinguisher.
I said, "Can you come up here and have a look at this, please?"
That showed her.
Yeah, swearing it.
Mole.
Mole. You mole.
You mole.
Mole face.
Mole. Game on, mole.
Bring it on, mole.
Bring it on 2.
Bring it on
Mole.
harder.
Bring it on 5.
Bring it on goes Hawaiian style.
Did they do that one?
I don't know, you've seen them all, I haven't seen any of
I
them.
have seen them all. Bring it on 5 was the Latino version. Bring it on Thinko. Bring it on 4 was, I think that was the...
Well, our show went fairly well. We had a lot of walkouts here and there because it's kind of alternative comedy. Alternative to what? I don't know. Popularity, success, talent. Then we sort of changed some things around, got to know the culture, immersed ourselves in the people, and we toned it down a bit. And they loved it. We used colours mainly and just threw bacon at them. And they loved it.
A midge! Midge!
Oh, a midge!
Midge!
Is that really a midge? Midge!
Look at that mountain. Look at those trees. Look at that bum over there, man. He's down on his knees. Look at these women. Ain't nothing like them nowhere.
Alright, now it's time for Mrs. Funberries' frequently asked inquiries. Edinburgh style.
Edinburgh style.
And the first inquiry comes from Daryl Ness. And his inquiry is, give me £5. No, Daryl. No.
Marie Stewart of Linlithgow writes, what happened to Mrs. Funberries' film Footloose 2, set in a town where it was compulsory to dance? And the answer to that is the entirely kosher crew refused to work with Kevin Bacon.
McSalty Peppersocks of the McSalty Peppersocks clan writes, did Shane and Ryan really find the Loch Ness Monster, or was that photo they put up a hoax? Well, the truth is we did go looking for the elusive Loch Ness Monster. Our first clue led us to a place called Europe. And from that point on, it was only a matter of minutes. We found a Scottish farmer who gave us another clue. He said, fuck off you Nancy boys, which led us to a place called Loch Ness. Truthfully though, that photo is a hoax. We doctored it, it's a fake, we can admit that now. In reality, Shane was not holding a packet of San Remo bow ties, but rather San Remo vermicelli.
Rabbi Burns writes, what hair Scotland? Sorry?
So the Edinburgh Festival's over now, but they had many, many acts, many shows, lots of big name comedians, including Shane Matheson's favourite comedian of all time, Kristen Schaal. The one night I left the house for about 5 minutes, I ran into Kristen Schaal and had a photo with her, and Shane called me the C word afterwards.
I did not. You thought I'd be very angry about it, but she's not my girlfriend.
But you love her and you wish she was. And the one thing you wanted to do was meet her. What the fuck is that? What's that?
What the fuck?
I love LA. I love LA. I love LA.
What is it?
It's like a gooey rock.
Maybe it's some sort of thing to hold the rock together.
Oh, no,
Is it gooey?
No, it's not, doesn't feel...
It might be amber.
Oh, it's not gooey, it's just a rock.
What kind of rock is that?
That's like plastic. It's bubble gum.
How can it be that hard?